Flipping our coin for the second time. Spike Studios back looking at Coin 2.0 from onlycoin.com. Welcome everyone, a Spike Studio product review. This time we're digging back into Coin. This is actually the Coin 2.0 they're going to be taking a look at. Well, there's the actual coin itself. This is their box they ship it with. Inside is the card reader that you need to add credit cards and some other features. Real quick, we looked at the 1.0. This was last year. As promised, they came out with the 2.0. The 2.0 has one big difference, and that it is now tap and pay. Previously, it was only swipe. So now you can actually use that feature of tap and pay. There is no chip on here still because, of course, them on the fly configuring a chip for you to be able to use in the machines, as you can find in a lot of credit cards nowadays that have the little chips, right? Pain in the butt. They're not going to be able to do that. It's just not going to work. So what they've come up with is the tap and pay. The same thing that you have in your phone, right? You have the tap and pay capability, the NFC type stuff. That is now built into the card. So what do you get with Coin? For those that haven't seen the 1.0 review, there's the link. I go into depth more about, the whole scenario of what you do with it. This little device holds multiple cards for you at one time. You can store as many as you want in the app. The app is on your phone. The app can only be synced to one coin. So that means that one device goes with one coin. If you have two different phones, you'll need to log in and out because you can only have one. So basically one coin to one device. They do that for your security. You can't share this across multiple phones and multiple people. So what's stored on here? Credit cards, debit cards, rewards cards, anything you can swipe or tap and pay can be stored on here. The cool part about it is you can take 8 at one time. The app can hold unlimited, as we said. And from there, you can switch them in and out using the app. It will actually sync via Bluetooth with this device. The device is always locked, and we'll take a close-up look in just a second. What else can you do from there? Is when you originally set it up, you'll want to be able to add your cards. What's new in 2.0 is the ability to name the cards. So on the screen, you can now name where it's from. Is it a rewards card? You can give it the name of the company. You can only do 4 characters, but think about it. Instead of just saying MC for MasterCard or Visa like it did, you can now name it any of the big carriers, B of A or Citi or Chase or any of them. And you can put those abbreviations on the screen. So you have multiple MasterCards or multiple Visas or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You can now easily see it. What else is shown on here? Well, as the demos show, on the screen, you'll be able to also see the last 4 digits of the card and the expiration date. Once again, if you didn't see the 1.0 review, take a look, but that freaks a lot of people out. They're so used to seeing card numbers on the front. All I have had a problem with is people look at the back to make sure there's a signature. That's it. They just flip it over, they go, signature, and they hand it back to you. They don't care what the front of the card says as long as it swipes and you can match or they can ask for an ID. That's all they care about. What's cool is you're able to actually switch cards while you're using this. So I can click it, hand it to them, do a rewards, click it again, hand it to them, and be the credit card. It baffles their mind most of the time. Or I can sit there and tap and pay with it. One of the other things about Coin that we really like to see is some identifiers. We'll talk about that up close in just a couple minutes. Otherwise, in the box, you get the swiper to add. It's easy to add cards. We talked about it before. All you do is actually swipe, and we've got a couple screen examples. From there, it'll put the card in, it'll confirm it, it'll ask for the expiration. You can fill in fields such as the phone number to call in case of emergency or anything like that. So what about the success rate? Well, what's cool is they now have a map that's in the application. That map will show you places that it has or hasn't worked successfully, and you can contribute by clicking yes or no as you go to a place on the map. Also inside the app is Lock and Find. Lock and Find shows you the last place that the card was seen. So it uses a little bit of your phone's location service plus the Bluetooth when it was connected to it. So if you leave it somewhere, at least it knows where it is. What's cool is once you get far enough away and there's no more Bluetooth and it's been so much time, the coin automatically locks. It basically makes it useless to anybody unless they have your phone or they know how to use the tap and unlock code on the front. Genius. So if you leave your card, granted, within a couple minutes, they could have done some transactions, but most of them will wait a while and try it. Well, after it's been locked, by then you already know you've lost it. You can actually, because it'll say it's not in range anymore, you can actually then cancel the card, or the beauty is if they take it for too long, it locks itself so they can't keep running up charges. I hate in the US how we have this habit of handing it to waiters and they vanish. Most of the other places I go in Europe, they bring their credit card machine to you and you do it in front of them. So it never leaves your vision. In the US, it just vanishes. It's like for 20 minutes, it's gone. So let's take a close-up look and let's come back and talk about it. So we're going to look up close and personal at the coin. So here's one of the interesting things. You still get the cool box, of course, that's in there. You do get the lovely Get Started card to let you know to download the app. You'll have to pair it using Bluetooth to your phone, of course. But yeah, so there's Coin 2.0, there's Coin 1.0. Now, I asked them about this specifically in email long ago. I said, how come you didn't put like a 2 or a 2 something or let them know? And they were pretty direct about saying that the front of the card, they like it very clean. So I asked them about the back. The only difference between the two, and I'll flip them over and show you, is one little thing. Now that tells you the difference. Not only can you use words on the 2.0 up here to label your cards instead of just MC for MasterCard or Visa, you can actually label them with a name, but there's one other difference that's on the back itself. So we'll flip both these over. So they're both flipped over. Can you tell the difference between the two? There's only one. This is like one of those games where you actually play. What's the difference between the pictures? Right there's the difference. The difference is the little EMV symbol. So that's the only difference between the 1.0 and the 2.0 in terms of look and feel, is that little symbol lets you know it's now tap and pay. So what else is included in the box? In the box is also the all-important card reader. This is how you actually add the cards to the device. You're really going to need to swipe them all for them to authenticate and add. When you actually try to use the coin itself, you're going to notice that when you click it the first time, it's going to say that it's locked. So right off the gate, you know that it's locked. It has to pair with only one phone, and we're going to show you that when you launch the app the first time, you actually have to either use this button to unlock it with a tap and unlock code, or you have to unlock it on the app itself. So when it's been a while to actually launch, we'll bring this up at an angle so you can see, it's actually use a fingerprint or the tap code. We're going to select use tap code. So it's actually asking us to use the tap code. So tapping anywhere on the screen, as you can see, that'd be a long tap, and that's a short tap. So you actually have to build your own code and unlock the coin from there. All right, so we dug through. We've shown you some screenshots. It's adding is simple, storing as many as you want is simple. These are sample credit cards they have on the screen that I could use in their screen captures. You know, they even sent a cool shirt showing how it all fits together a while ago, which was nice. I think they liked the version 1 review. One of the things I said about the app, of course, is now the location service, but the mapping service that's in there. When you unlock the coin, there's now coupons that are available. Like if you tweet about it, you can get a $5 discount. Pete's Coffee has a $5 discount. Adding and removing cards is very simple. It even shows you chips on the screen now, as you can see some of the examples. And other parts of the things is you can actually go in, of course, and lower the power scan and raise it, which means it takes longer to unlock, but it makes it more secure. So the power scanning isn't as frequent. Overall, what do I think? I love the coin, only because it now lets me carry one card or maybe two, because I always carry backup in case it doesn't work. Remember in the first one we talked about how some people are a little overeager about their swiping. They try to swipe it 50 times at fast food. That doesn't always work. Or if they have a really old system that reads the name track on the back. So on the back of the stripes, there's a couple tracks. This one only serves the credit card information, which is how they digitally control it. If the old system reads the name track, this won't work. And that's just a problem with an old system that doing credit cards. This doesn't work anymore. I like it more for the tap and pay anyway. But overall, I'm loving carrying this all the time. I'm loving the tap and pay capability. I still love the app. I'm glad that they're improving it. I love that I can now name cards on the front and actually give them credit card names to understand exactly who they work for. And overall, Coin has made my life so much simpler. I've had 99% success rate. I've shown you some screen examples of it laying there and paying with it. It's been awesome. So I want to say thanks to Coin for sending over the 2.0 for review. I'm hoping that we can get a 2.1 or maybe a 2.5 from them with a couple more tweaks and enhancements. And they're keeping up pretty well with this whole tap to pay thing with the phones. The only benefit is you don't need the phone to actually use this. You could be on the beach and just have this. So it's another Spike Studio product review. Make sure you subscribe to all our product reviews up above. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.